What's good, everybody? Your eyes don't deceive you. This is the Goodmen Show.
Grabs.
I'm all. That's AD. I know we've been gone for a minute, but don't worry about it. Just mind your business. You know what I mean? We're back though. We're here to talk about wrestling. Before we get into all that, you know what I mean? Do the whole thing. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're back. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna say it again. We're back. Doubled up on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on all the social medias, man. At the Goodman Show. Once again, at the Goodman Show. Appreciate it. We're back. Things had to happen. Things had to move around. We're human. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? AD Wrestlemania is coming up next week.
Next week.
You know, you wouldn't know it the way they've been kind of doing things, but we still, you know what I mean? We still got to talk about it. Um, it's a lot of spicy things that's been going on over the past couple weeks. They've been trying to promote the jump for about 2 months now, since like February. I mean, I guess Royal Rumble too. It's been a weird WrestleMania season, but they've been picking it up over the last couple weeks. It's a lot of different hijinks, a lot of suit and tie activities, a lot of boardroom activities, and I just want to get into it straight away because that's the big thing right now. Currently, we're in the middle of a bit of a civil war.
Yes.
What you say? You got WWE versus TKO, right? And just before we get into all that, I want to get into a report and I want to know how you feel about it. I'm gonna read it and then you let me know. Okay.
Okay.
So this is per Slice Wrestling. If you're not
Mhm.
familiar with Slice Wrestling, he's a bit of a wrestling insider. He's been going on for about, I would say, 10 years. Pretty good track record, whoever he is. I remember when he first started, people actually thought that this was like a Vince McMahon burner, the way that he kind of put things together. But he reports things. He got a little Patreon called the Red Book. So if you guys, are interested in stuff like that, man, go tap in with him. He's been really good. But report AD Triple H using Cody Rhodes and CM Punk as mouthpieces to shoot on Endeavor slash TKO, backstage details, and more. All right. So we previously exclusively reported on the ongoing power struggles between TKO and WWE. And during this week's Raw episode, those issues became clear. Now, for those who don't understand, um, Endeavor is the entity, the company that owns WWE and the UFC, in that they made a combat sports, I guess, section. What do you call that? Like a combat sports brand or whatever
Yeah.
under the umbrella called
Yeah. I see.
TKO, just
Yeah.
so people can understand. Um, During last week's SmackDown, Cody Rhodes appeared no selling the chair attack he endured by Randy Orton and Pat McAfee. So really, this is, as of recording, this is 2 weeks ago. Sorry, y'all. Um, and Pat McAfee, 20 minutes prior, Cody was not scheduled to appear on SmackDown again and was sent out by WWE Chief Content Officer, COO Triple H. The Cody Rhodes promo um, shot on Pat McAfee being a stoner and a lackluster participant to his program with Randy Orton. Cody also sent shots at Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel, telling him to kiss my ass. Then during this week's Raw, by the way, like I said, this is because this is recording on Sunday, so Raw will be tomorrow. So it's about 2 weeks ago. Um, Raw's episode in a bizarre work shoot promo. CM Punk joined in on sending shots at Pat McAfee and Ari Emanuel by telling them to lower the ticket prices. He also went at Roman, The Rock, and Vince McMahon. This came off out of places. Punk is not involved in the Cody versus Orton McAfee program. Again, Triple H was behind this segment with CM Punk instructing him to drop a pipe bomb on Endeavor. The general feeling backstage is that while not hostile yet, the public tension between Triple H and Endeavor is getting more and more clear. We also exclusively reported that Endeavor is only getting involved in a WWE product because the current issues with storylines, character development, ratings, and ticket sales. In recent months alone, SmackDown has seen the show do the lowest ratings in history of the show. ESPN has given horrible reviews to the PLEs to the point Endeavor had to intervene to stop ESPN from doing any more bad reviews. Um, there's been serious conversations about Triple H's future as the head of creative, and many among the ranks believe the walls are closing in. Many believe after Ari Emanuel sternly, AD, spoke to Triple H about the current lackluster WWE product and WrestleMania ticket sales that Triple H is claiming it is Endeavor slash TKO's fault for the poor WrestleMania ticket sales as ticket prices are high. Cody and Punk were handpicked to return to WWE after years of bashing the company by Triple H. There's also a general belief that Cody and Punk are some of the most nervous talents right now due to the possibility that Triple H is removed from his position, which would, in essence, jeopardize their current run in WWE and could lead to an attempted return to AEW. Okay, if Endeavor cleans house. Many talents backstage don't understand why Triple H is stirring the hornet's nest. He's already on thin ice. And that is a quote from a WWE source that tells Slice Wrestling. Ari Emanuel and Endeavor slash TKO executives did see the Raw and SmackDown segments in which one Endeavor executive commented, and I quote, "We'll see about that." The lines of storyline and reality will continue to get blurred as Endeavor executives are expected to be in attendance for WrestleMania 42. There's belief that if they do not like what they see and if revenue does not meet expectations, that major changes to WWE will be coming. The honeymoon phase of the Triple H era in WWE is over, and Endeavor are expecting major improvements over the next few months. Stay tuned to Slice Wrestling for the latest updates. All right, so after everything I said, and it's crazy because you and me, because I feel like it's been going on for pretty much since last year, since the build of,
Sure.
or maybe after WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, I would say after 40 when Roman came back
Yeah,
at, at Bad Blood.
yeah. We've been talking about this. Um, just a
In
turn,
great length too.
a great length. I want, after everything you just heard, I want to hear how you feel about that, AD.
Bruh. It's when so many hands are in the pot, it just don't look good at all. For I mean, you always said it, bro. You was like, some of this ain't coming from Triple H. This is coming from higher up. And I say, bro, they done got greedy. It's you're pricing out your fan base, and then your storylines is not good. It's just been a domino effect, I think. Since I think how they did WrestleMania 40, like how it was perfect, they had no backup plan. Well, not no backup plan. They just didn't know how to book after this because everything lined up so perfectly, and they hit on home runs. And I think the problem else with the revenue and things like that, you shouldn't have went back to Vegas. I don't think that's where if all of this was happening in New Orleans, it probably wouldn't be as big of a deal. But since the ticket sales are high as hell, Vegas hotels are out of pocket, just getting there, and then you have a lackluster card. All of these things are happening, and then you're bringing in outsiders as well, Pat McAfee and things like that. I read a report that at WrestleMania they only can get two comp tickets. and and then you got to pay for everybody else that you want to get tickets. So like that, I don't. That's not a Triple H thing. That's a Endeavor thing. I've like it's just I feel like they should just never sold to them because now it's too many people in the pot, and then you keep hearing all these back and forth. Like Nick, all this on Friday. This isn't coming from me. This is coming from a higher up. So it's like, all right, is that the role that we doing? Because now it feels like the WCW versus NWO thing again, just in a different way.
Okay. So before I go, where do you the quote unquote problems of WWE? Where do you kind of put it in the Triple H WWE camp, and then the kind of Endeavor TKO camp? Like,
I
what percentage do you give it in the pie?
I say now it's starting to be to me how it feels. I'm gonna say it's like 70% Endeavor and about no 65-45. I would say 65 Endeavor and 45 WWE
Okay.
because like it's
Um,
just starting to be like with just celebrities coming in, and it's just not making sense. The only one that makes sense to me right now is having Speed in there. And I'm like, okay, that could be a WWE call, but all the like back and forth banter, I feel like that's Endeavor. Like, all right, let's blur the lines, like you said, let's blur the lines a little bit.
okay. Um, well, I will say, I don't know, but I think because you and I obviously are a little bit, you know, more of like hardcore fans, right? So we can understand trends and see where things are going. So, this is stuff that we called back in like 2024. So it's just crazy that this stuff is like seeing the light of day. Basically, it take two to tango. I think it's 50-50. And I say it's 50-50 because here's the thing. On the business side, right? So I'll say the TKO side. Them, they bought a company, right?
Yeah.
And when they bought a company, when you acquire something for business, the number one rule of business is to extract as much money as possible from that business. You want to make as much money as possible. They thought to themselves, and rightfully so, they bought a hot product at a time. WWE was pretty hot at that time, right?
It was fire at
And
that time.
so, yeah, on fire. So when they bought it, obviously they spent a lot of money on it. We need to recoup. And they thought, all right, well, we can put sponsors here, sponsors here. We can do this, we can do that. Bang, bang, boom. That's their side, right? On the WWE side, they were riding high off of the Bloodline storyline. They were riding high off of the finisher story, Cody Rhodes storyline, and then everything kind of in between that, right? Because everything kind of got its chance to grow in between there. But those are the two main things, and then those things collided, right? Okay, they were riding high on that. They did it. This is like the WWE thing right now is like when Marvel, after Marvel dropped Endgame. So after they dropped Endgame, I mean, one of the biggest movies of all time, if not the biggest in box office history, WrestleMania 40 was huge. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And pretty much after that, the boys was sniffing themselves. So then, Disney, right? They popped out with Disney Plus, and then they were like, okay, well, streets want more Marvel. Let's make a show here. Let's put this show here. Let's do this. Let's do that. We're gonna blitz them. We're too big to fail. We're gonna come up with this multiversal thing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Well, right now we're in the WWE version of it, right?
Yes.
The boys felt like, all right, we did it. We finished the bloodline thing. Cody got his thing. The people went wild. And I know it's like a section of fandom that hates Cody Rhodes because of him kind of coming in and they were going to pivot to do the thing with The Rock with Roman, but he was so damn over that they was like, Rock, get the fuck out the way. Like, really think about that. Like, we're not gonna act like, you know, this Cody shit wasn't like people wanted that. And I don't think we saw anything like that since like Daniel Bryan.
No.
Like where a organic story took place and people just wanted this baby face to win. That's rare in the last like 20 years. That's not even like we don't have. I think I can only count on one hand how many baby faces it was that people just want to win because WWE just had a hard time over the last 20 years building baby faces, right?
Yeah.
So they did it. Okay. And then, Roman, he did a really great job. Honestly, they finally gave the tribal chief, they finally gave the fans what they've been wanting. They wanted Roman to go heel. Don't let them think that they did something just out of left field or they just came up with something like super creative, like, oh my God, Roman is a heel. Wow. People been wanting Roman as a heel. You can look up, type in on Twitter, Bloodline in like 2016. People been banging that they want to heal Bloodline um, faction since 2016, 10 years ago, right? They finally turned around and did it, and then it was like, whoa. It was great stuff though. Do not get me fooled. But I want people to understand the propagandism behind this shit as I continue. So there it is. And basically, I think where the line here is that TKO wants more Roman. They want more. Let me not say that. They want they want more revenue. That's all they care about. You could put a hot dog out there if it's making money. If it's making money, they wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
At
But
all.
I think because of the mistakes that because Triple H is not blameless here.
No.
Basically, right now they're just pointing the finger at each other, and one, the business is like, "Hey, you need to go harder," and the creative is like, "Hey, this stuff is too expensive," right? And everybody's blaming each other, pointing the finger at each other, and in a sense, they're both right, right? But it's just about okay, who's going to get their way at the end of the day, and it's just amazing to me how the guy who 10 years ago was booking NXT just fell the fuck off, right? And I think though, like it's just stuff that they're doing and stuff that they've been doing that kind of made like we can go all day about the mistakes that they made and all that other stuff, but we're here now, right? And now, I mean, shit is hitting the fan and the writing is on the wall. I definitely predict this is a good men exclusive. Come back to this. Triple H is so getting fired because it's not something over the next per this report, right? It's not something over the next few months that they're going to be able to fix. It's
No.
not because it's so entrenched in the movement that they kind of portrayed. And even if they put Roman back in position, I truly feel, and people feel this deep down, I truly feel that that ship has sailed.
Absolutely.
He had a unprecedented 4 year run. I don't think anybody has had that since like the 80s, since like Hulk Hogan or some shit like that. By the way, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. I think I think you got a situation where right now, and they're probably, and it's not going to happen in the next few months because it won't be organic and it won't make sense.
No,
But AD, you know how I be talking to you, these middle age graps. You got these middle age graps, and it's very like it's like it's basically like we're having like a millennial war, right? So it's like the hipster millennial, like liberal millennial. And I know I'm going into politics, but hear me out. First is like the dude bro millennials, and it's clashing.
yes,
And nobody wants to see that shit.
not at all.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that shit because it's not rooted in the art, and it's not rooted in the art of wrestling. It's rooted in meta. Like just them having Pat McAfee, and we'll get into that feud in a second, but them having Pat McAfee come out, oh yeah, and for him to get heat, oh yeah, this thing sucks. We need to go back to the Attitude Era. Uh, Randy's here to save it. They did that play last year
They absolutely did. That was John
with,
Cena. That was supposed to
with
be
John
Cena.
Cena. You know what I'm saying?
Hate
And
wrestling. That's exact. That was the same play.
you know what I mean? They did
All
the
that.
same. They did the same play last year, and to me, and this is why I think Cody's character, right? And I wish they would be smart and benefit from it. Like Cody has not had a since WrestleMania 39, he has not had like a regular WrestleMania build. 39, he had to go against the Bloodline. 40, he had to go against he turned The Rock, who was at that point over the last like 8 or so years before that, was basically Dwayne Johnson coming out to a wrestling ring. Like he was Dwayne Johnson playing The Rock.
Yep.
But he actually turned the nigga into a wrestling character again with the final boss. And people enjoyed that, right?
Some of his
And then
best.
last year, yeah, some of his best work. And then last year, they do the thing with John Cena, and it was supposed to be, they botched that. It was supposed to be him versus the Hollywood establishment or whatever. And then you go and you do this with Pat McAfee. And I just think, you know, this like middle aged sponsor on the table. I love professional wrestling. One side is I love professional wrestling. The other side is, oh, but the data points say, and we're gonna make wrestling great again. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Like, don't nobody wanna like that's really the issue deep down. It's just rooted in this meta millennial middle aged. Like that's them. That's their generate. That's how they move, right? And it's lame, pretty much. And it's really no saving that. The only way that you save that shit is you move they asses out the way and you get some new people in there, right? I've been telling you this. The youth movement. WWE right now could benefit from a youth movement like we've never seen before. That's what the people clamor for right now. That's what they really want. I mean, you look at TV, who are the people that's getting the most cheers? Trick Williams getting more cheers than Cody.
Bro. And
And
it's not even and it's not even like it's getting to a point where every time he's getting bigger reactions than
you know what I'm
anybody
saying?
else.
And and that's not me taking a dig at Cody. It's just more of just the reality of the situation. Oba is getting more reaction. eh, is getting more reaction. He ain't say a fucking word than Roman. And anybody got a problem with that? Come see me. You get what I'm saying? It's that's why I keep saying like everybody has their time. Roman been on top for 10 years now. CM Punk been on top for 15 years now. Cody, though he was a little late, but Cody been in the zeitgeist for 10 years now, 10 plus years now. I mean,
Yes.
shit.
As soon as he left in
I'm
2016, he
yeah,
took off.
but Cody started wrestling. We was in fifth grade. You get what I'm saying? By the way, we're 29, guys. Just putting that out there. So, and
Yes.
I can go down the list. They got Randy Orton. Come on, man. like
Like turned 40 something on April 1st.
yeah, yeah. Like I'm not saying that these guys don't have a place. What I'm trying to say is when you kind of bump these guys together for so long, it just becomes this thing where you're, it just becomes this thing where it's like, okay, what are we doing? Like, this stuff ain't, you cut on the TV, this stuff ain't about, I feel like I'm better than you. I hate you. And though I know Roman did the I hate you thing, we'll get into that later. It's not built into that. It's not built into I'm gonna throw your ass into these steel steps, but we'll get to that later. Back to the Civil War. It's they're both at blame because one side got real greedy, the other side started smelling themselves. And so they're depending on each other because with this side getting greedy, obviously this side needs to hold up their end of the bargain, right? But then this side is feeling themselves and feel like, okay, well, we can just put out anything because we lit. But this side is taxing your mortgage. It's like, okay, do you want to do your mortgage or do you want to go see Monday Night Raw? You know what I mean? So now because if ticket prices, because like I said, Triple H is right on one side because if ticket prices was low, we've seen the kind of mid to late 2010s of wrestling, and in its totality, I mean, in most situations outside of a couple storylines, it was trash. But they
Terrible.
got bigger. It got bigger and bigger because in AD we used to go to the shows. The tickets wasn't shit. You go to the lower levels, okay, you getting that bitch for 100, Okay, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why not? Because you're just that much of a fan of wrestling, something to do, right?
Bro.
Okay, well, you come out with a shitty product, and now they're getting that lower 100s. It's 750. You're like, wait a
Eh,
minute.
is this really worth going?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. I don't know. And so, that's just really what it is. But I think Triple H is fired because, um, also too, he's stubborn, just like any dude, right? Hard headed. So he's stubborn. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing, as you can see, because he's having people go out on TV and speak for him, right? And these are guys that he picked. We know his favorites. It's Cody, Seth, Punk. Those are his guys,
Those are definitely
and those are his guys. So he sent them. That's the thing. He sent them out there to give a big fu to the big bad company that owns it. But I mean, you're also part of the problem. And so, you know, they're not going to get rid of themselves. They're going to get rid of you. And whoever they get in there next, I don't know who that is. I'm not sure. I'm actually kind of scared because I'm not sure that they could do what needs to be done because they're going to be feeling that pressure from the the upper echelon, or excuse me, the C-suite guys, and they're going to be like, all right, well, I got to put Roman back on top. I got to put Jay Uso here because he sells sunglasses. I got to put, so we're going to basically reheat an era when deep down the people yearn for something new, but you're not going to take that chance.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? At least with Triple H, you can see that he's taking a chance on Trick. He's taking a chance on Oba because it's just like we've never seen two niggas come in and be that undeniable. And we'll get into this later, how they did Mello dirty. But we've just never seen that before. And hopefully they take that chance. But um yeah, I mean they're both 50, they're both, to blame. Because it's just not, it's not feasible, and the writing is definitely on the wall. So we'll see how it plans out. But yeah, he's so gone because that shit is not gonna get fixed by, like, let's just say SummerSlam. It's not gonna get fixed because you're too entrenched in what you're doing.
No, because especially with the Cody and Randy thing, that's gonna probably they're gonna do that tag match at Backlash that nobody wants
Yep.
to see, and then you go over to Italy at the end of May. Yeah, I think yeah. So you're doing two shows at the end of May. So and then SummerSlam is August, and then you got Money in the Bank after. There's no way that's going. That's just doing too much all at once.
Yeah. It's just no
And
way
then
it's gonna be.
like, what the fuck are y'all? It's gonna look like you just threw some shit together and just been like, here.
Yeah. These things take time. And once again, the thing with Roman, right? And in the bloodline, people want you to think that, like, as soon as they did it, it just like immediately took off. No, it needed like a year or two for them to consistently do it.
And
And
that
then
was
it was like,
get teasers too of it. Like when 2019 when they were throwing dog shit on or dog food on them, and you had the Usos. So you was getting the little teasers, but
yeah,
it took Jimmy coming back and then them going to a live crowd for it to really like take off.
you know what I'm saying, to really take off for real. So, and I don't know if Triple H has that runway to give something that amount of time. I
No,
think he's
I don't
cooked.
think so.
And
It
and
feels like
here's the thing too. Here's the thing too. And I guess this is why, like, Vince got away with it so long, because obviously he owned it. He could just come out with a shitty product. Who gonna check?
no,
Who gonna check him? But this is kind of, this is very like, you know NFL, NBA ish, right? Where it's like, okay, the general manager, who in this situation would be Triple H, ain't drafting right, ain't doing this, ain't doing that, right? And they have a bad year, they can get their ass cut. And that's basically what, like, Triple H had a bad year. He had a
mhm,
bad year. Like top to bottom, from January to December 2025 was a bad year.
that was terrible.
And we're here, have well not well we're in the beginning of the second quarter of another year, and we already talking about firing. And I mean, they're gonna do what they gotta do. So yeah. Well, that's that on that. Um we'll keep an eye on that for y'all. We'll see what happens. Now
I
let's get
feel like
into the matches.
the walls
Oh,
are closing, man. The walls are closing
yeah,
in.
for sure. They're closing in. It's
I
it's
think
it's
everybody in that group, they gonna get all of them out of there.
yeah. And I mean, if they are going to do that, that's the right thing to do. Just go ahead, clean house. It's just, you know, we'll see. Like, I don't want them to then be like, okay, well, let's get Shawn Michaels,
Nope, nope.
because I think that that's putting him, I think where he's at right now, because we made the mistake. Triple H was that. When Vince was sucking and NXT was better than Raw and SmackDown, and everybody was like, oh my God, we need Triple H here. We need this, we need that. But we had got him. We got him.
We
And now
definitely,
we like, and now we like, we hate you. We want you gone.
and I don't think Sean. But if I was Sean, I'd be like, nah, because
Yeah,
I only have to deal with one show, and he
yeah,
be having problems with that show because your women are better than your men, right?
yeah.
Right? Your women are completely better than your men.
And that's the last. I'm glad you said that, AD. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. Not only do you need a youth movement, we need, WWE needs to just hard, the days of the dudes got to main event something, the dudes got to do that shit is over. Your biggest fans are women, guys.
Yes,
Your biggest fans are women.
Yes.
They ride for their superstars. Some of the biggest superstars that you got are the ladies.
All the ladies.
Put them on. I don't understand. That's another thing. Like the best to me, the best pay-per-view of 2025 was
Was
Evolution.
evolution. It was evolution. Hands down.
And
Evolution.
and they did that shit right. It was about 7, 8 matches on that card. Everybody got their chance. The match of the year was Rhea versus EO. Easily. I just don't see why we can't have cards where it's 4 men's matches, 4 women's. I also think we need to bring back brand exclusive pay-per-views. That's just me though. I just think I just think, with that, you have more to build your characters up,
Yes.
right? A lot more people who really deserve chances, like, Julia, for example, she can't show off what she got because she's relegated to just being on SmackDown every like 2, 3 weeks. But then you can actually build a pay-per-view just strictly about SmackDown and cook. It's a lot of things that like, and just like you could do your monthly PLE,
Yeah.
right? And it incentivizes people to check in on the shows to see, okay, why is this person fighting this person, right? Like how it used to be. Like it used to be, all right, I know I need to check in on SmackDown because I need to see what Eddie Guerrero's doing to Rey Mysterio. On the flip side, I need to check in on Monday Night Raw because I need to see what Kurt Angle is doing to Shawn Michaels, right? And then you watch that payoff, or if your parents let you pay, if your parents pay for the pay-per-views. But you know what I'm saying? It was about incentivizing you to watch that show to peep this brand exclusive storyline. Like we're not doing. It's not like randomly Batista came on Raw and was like, "Hey, JBL, I hate you." You get what I'm saying? You had to tune in on SmackDown to watch that. So that's also another thing. Maybe new leadership sees it that way. I don't know, but that's me being nitpicky and me being a fan. Let's get into these matches. So let's start off with the biggest one: Roman versus Punk. What's your prediction for this match, and where are you at for the build? How does it make you feel?
I think it picked up when Roman put Punk through the table, and then Punk got his get back at MSG. So it's starting to pick up. I just think it's more of the I hate you, you're old, like bro, it just feels like an unction for that build, to be honest. It just feels like an unction because it's like why like with Seth laid out the reasons why he hated Punk. Like Roman just was like, I hate you. For what though? Seth was like, you brought us in as the shield, and then you just trashed us while you was gone. And it's like Roman's trying to pick that back up with with what he got going on now. So it's like it's basically again running the same play. Just running the same exact play. You just using different people. And I think with the pipe bomb or whatever, it was whatever was like, all right, okay, it's a lot better. So now I mean shit is we'll see on we'll Roman, I honestly, bro, I think Roman should have been there last week. He should have been there last week. Because it's like now, what do y'all do now? Y'all done both put each other through tables. What y'all gonna do? Say Roman gonna have if Roman has his time and Punk don't say nothing, which I don't feel like that's gonna happen. Bro, it just didn't. It just felt very unkish, to be honest, bro. The I hate you. Why do you hate me? Why? What did I do to you? Explain why you hate me. That's why I just don't feel like you putting the belt on Roman is going to do what? Because then y'all gonna be if you put it on him, y'all gonna be rushing to take it off because you like, well, this nigga ain't here all the time. So that's why I say I think Punk wins. He needs it. I think he needs it more than Roman. Cause I think Roman is like on some shit like y'all need me here. I don't have to be here. That's how I just bro, it just feels very unkish.
Mm. I feel like what you feel. And we texted about this and talked about this. Like, this is very, like, and it just goes back to what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, okay, one guy called another guy old, but he's only like
A couple
five,
years.
only a couple years younger than him. So it's just like y'all both have gray in your beard. You know what I mean? What are we
Exactly.
doing? Um, yeah, bro, it's unkish. It's low effort. Uh,
Let's see. CM Punk
yeah,
is
how old is CM Punk? I know he got to be pushing 50.
CM Punk is 47
Okay. And I know
and
Roman got to be like 40, 41, 42.
Roman is 40.
Okay. Come on now. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm just over. I'm just over. And I think this is the perfect illustration of what I'm talking about. Get these old ass Nick. Like, we have never seen nothing like this before. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is as if take a snapshot 20 years ago, 2005. This is as if your main event, or excuse me, 2006. This is as if WrestleMania 22, your main event, was Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ric Flair or some shit like that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
We've never seen nothing like this before. And it shows. Why would a 40-year-old man with multiple children come out and give you some juice in a wrestling feud? It's not possible. This is, by the way, this is not me saying that these guys are bad because these two are very elite. That's not the situation. It's more of just where they're at in their lives. It's not feasible. And there's really nothing that you can control, right? So I already knew that the storyline was going to be ass because also Roman, excuse me, by the way, CM Punk is carrying the storyline. I just want to put that out there. But Roman don't have the reps. He doesn't have the reps. He's not Roman is not a shooter in which, like, Roman needs a certain amount of things in order for him to produce. He needs certain people around him. He needs certain things to get him going and to knock it out the park. He needed the shield. Then when he was by himself and he was overly pushed, people shitted on him. They finally gave people to work something to work with the bloodline. People something that people was clamoring for. They gave him that, and they gave him time. Ad every SmackDown when the shit started, it was literally he had 3 segments every SmackDown. What does that say? Who else gets that, right?
Buddy.
As soon as the jump come on, it's like him and the dudes getting out the black trucks and they walking. Oh, here come the bloodline. Middle of the show, you see him sitting in a chair, doing this, and they're commenting on what happened in the show. They're about to do a chess move. They're about to make a plan, and at the end of the show, they beat somebody up. That happened every week. That need like ever since he lost at Mania, and then he came back as the OTC. He ain't been right since. He ain't been right since.
at
because
all.
he needs as much time as possible. He's not coming in. You're not giving him no 10-minute jump and he's selling it. That's not happening. He needs weeks and multiple segments. And I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. So they put Buddy in a situation that he can't thrive in. Like it's not like they're trying to turn him into Brock, where it's like he show up whenever. But see, Brock don't talk,
Nope.
and when
That's the
he
first time you heard
does,
Rock since
yeah, since
oh of
yeah,
what Cena.
you see
Like
what I'm
you ain't
saying?
heard him talk at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. You let Paul Heyman talk for him, and mind you, what's the name had Paul Heyman, Roman, but he was talking, but Paul Heyman was exclusively talking for Brock. So situation where you just have that was your promo.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's why that worked in a sense. But in this situation, what are we doing? You're old. I don't like
And
you.
and with Romans, it's like that's the thing where Punk has him is Punk. I can go at you.
Yeah,
Romans
that's why
is
he's
like,
carrying it.
yes, exactly. Romans is like, all right, yeah, I can go at you, but I have to. It's a long build up. We can't.
Hmm.
Punk just off the rip. I'm at
Just
you.
off rip. Yeah, so that's why they don't. And you can see why they let one guy talk more than the other because then backstage too. Remember he sat down with the Usos. Oh yeah, anybody who got a problem with me not being here, I chose to be a family man. That took me. I ain't gonna lie, that took me out because like I feel that, but like why would I give a fuck about that if you're wrestling? I don't care. Me as a fan, I don't care about you being a dad. Like I get it. Shout out to you, but like, won't you catch this dude backstage, beat him up? That's what I watch for. I don't watch for that. I don't watch for here, but that's where they're at in their lives, AD. So that's why. My prediction: Roman is not losing 3 WrestleMania main events in a row. It ain't happening. So Roman will be, especially now they got this mandate basically happening, where it's like we need guys to like we need money, and we feel like Roman is our top money earner. Roman will be winning the championship. So because he's not, come on, bro, that's 3 main events in a row. It's not happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So it will be Roman, and then where they go after that, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the best part about it was honestly that pipe bomb because at least it gave it some juice. But like, it's also entrenched in like this weird civil war that they're having when it should just be about the product. It should just be about, hey, I don't like you. Like, why isn't Roman Reigns like beating him up and pouring a beer down his face? It's like mind games because Punk is straight edge. Like, where's that? You know what I mean? Like, where's like Roman beats him up or CM Punk beats up Roman and he just like rubs the title in his face or shit like that. That's what I want. But
Where's the edge? Where's the edge in this?
yeah, that's what's missing, and that's just gonna be a constant theme. But that's just pretty much where we're at with that. So we move on. You got, and we need to write this down because obviously we got to do this. But you got Punk, and I got Roman.
But it's one of them. I now what you said 3 in a row. Yeah, I don't think he does.
Oh,
I
so you're
don't.
switching up.
I like what I because I didn't think about that because he took the pin last year. Did he take the pin or was that no? Yeah, he took the pin.
You took the pen.
Yeah, he took the pin and then you lost. Yeah, nah, because especially nah. Now that yeah, nah, bro. I switched up on that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just it nah. Mm-mm,
it's not
yeah,
happening.
nah.
So he'll win, and then we won't see him until SummerSlam.
And that's and yeah, that's you may get him you may catch him in Italy.
Yeah, maybe, but they already got a championship. Like Cody, whoever wins out of that Cody Randy thing, that's who's going to be there. So yeah, nah,
Yeah,
they
we
they're going to do that.
Yeah, we may not
Roman
see.
know what he's doing. He got him by the balls, and he knows that they said it. Yeah, Roman, we need you. So hey,
We,
anyway,
I,
Roman
yeah,
wins that. It's
yeah,
gonna be a
Roman
good match, though. It's gonna
for
be a
sure.
great match. Yeah,
Expect
but
expect what we always expect: shenanigans.
yeah, shenanigans. I don't know what, but hey, okay. So we got that one. What's next? Let's move on to the WWE Championship match. Now, this one between the two has been the stinker. So let's just set the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, you got Randy Orton, the legendary Randy Orton, versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. For those who don't know, they used to be in a faction together called Legacy, where, and there's a lot of history there, 20 years,
20.
but you wouldn't know any of that because they're basically doing Cody Rhodes versus Pat McAfee, essentially. Pat McAfee, the one holding the title up, and Pat McAfee is here to save wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick McAfee, yes, the kicker for the Indianapolis Colts back in the day. To his credit, he's part of the all decade team. AD, what is your prediction? How do you feel about this feud?
Cody's not taking another pin on that stage again. Um, they haven't. And you know what's crazy, bro? Them Randy and Cody have not had a promo against each other this whole build. And like, let's actually fuck it. Let's add the fourth element. You got fucking Jelly Roll in there.
Didn't I text you they was gonna have they was gonna do the jelly roll on a pole match?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
It this had all the makings of everything that we look forward to, just to just shit on it, just to shit on what it could have been. It's terrible. I think Cody wins because he, like I said, he's not gonna eat another pin on that against somebody else like that again. Because then what? Then what? Then you get it back and then do what again? What do? You might as well just beat Randy and y'all do that. Y'all do this weak ass tag team match at Backlash. Bro, this is easily the worst build for a WWE Championship match that I've seen in the last about 5 years.
Mm,
It's not worth the quarter to me.
mm,
I I hate that it has to be. I hate that it has to be a main event, but it is what it is. This
mm.
shit, it's just terrible. It makes no sense to me. Like adding them other two, like why did Randy need to call Pat to be like, oh, I got voices in my head? Like, motherfucker, we seen what you could have done. We seen what you've done. Fuck, you need to call somebody for it. You wasting valuable minutes on your phone on your data plan.
Right. Right.
It's terrible, but I book me for Cody to win. You know, there's gonna be nonsense with that too. Like it, bro. I had better for this particular, especially how he won the chamber. Like, and
Hmm.
honestly, bro, this should have been the Fatal Four Way match. I honestly thought the Fatal Four Way would have been the best direction to go because this shit is terrible. This shit's
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you on that. So you got Cody winning.
Yeah, I got Cody winning.
Okay, well, I agree with you. I got Cody winning too because then that would mean back to back he loses. I just don't see that, right? Um, I wanted the Fatal Four way because I just felt like they didn't do enough for them to. I honestly feel like Drew should have kept it.
I do too.
Um, I feel like, and then they did the Fatal Four Way, and they was just being like that would have made Randy go jaded and kind of go through that process. I didn't think this feud needed a title.
Not at all.
I really thought that this could have been a real proper blood feud that we haven't seen in a while. Like I feel like this. I wanted this to be like kind of what CM Punk and Drew was, where it was just a
Exactly.
proper blood feud. I didn't think it needed a title. Like we Drew did it, and then he gets to like it'd be a situation where Randy wins the Elimination Chamber, but then Jacob and Cody get in there some kind of way. And then Drew, he was doing a really good job with his kind of like sneaky conniving ways. It was really good. And then it's a situation where like Randy had him at Mania, and somehow, some way, Cody like costed him, a la Batista Rey Mysterio. You're supposed to be my friend. You know what I mean? Something like that, and it just Randy just goes downhill mentally and just goes crazy and beats the shit out of Cody, and they have the thing. That didn't need a title. So we'll just that's my fantasy book. Now where we're at in reality. I mean, once again, I keep saying it. This is like this is what they think is cool. They don't have a finger on the pulse. They don't know what's cool. They don't know culturally like what's lit. Like they don't know what works. They really thought, and this is you could just tell this is just a business panicking. You know, them
Mm.
people they thought, bro, you know what this thing needs? Pat McAfee. Like this is just coming from a group of people that just like and shout out and once again this was an Ari Emanuel call. If you guys ever watched Entourage, you know the Ari Gold character,
Ari Gold.
he's based on Ari Emanuel.
Hmm.
So this guy has done a lot of big deals, a lot of big things. So a lot of things that we probably enjoyed over the years, he probably was, behind the scenes on that. So I'm gonna give him his credit. But it just comes a time, bro. Like people like it's just it's it just comes a time. And then on WWE side, they're like, okay, you know what this thing needs? Jelly roll. Who wants to see it? Like I don't know where we're at where like this is just it's swaggerless. It's no swag, bro. It don't cut through for all people. Austin Rock cut through for all people. They didn't need all this extra shit. I would say after Austin Rock, you put Rock Triple H, you could put Taker Brock, you could put Cena JBL, you could put Cena
Cena.
Edge, you can put Cena Orton, you could put, even though they overdid Cena Orton, but hey, but when it first happened, it was lit. Batista Edge, Batista Taker, but it's just about having your characters be the forefront of what you got going on. Like what happened to that, right? I'm not against, I understand people are against celebrities and stuff like that, but they've always done that. It's
They've
just,
al- they've always done that since WrestleMania first. Like
yeah,
you had Mr. T.
yeah. But see, this is the thing with that though. Great that you brought up Mr. T. And I saw a tweet on this that was really good. There's no like set monoculture anymore, right? Where like take a snapshot in 1980 whatever year it was. Mr. T was like you got to think about it. TV was linear, movies were linear. It was
Mm.
like this is the pipeline for what people need to see. Bang bang bang, you see it.
Yeah.
This is pop culture. Okay, another example of this is Mike Tyson, right? When they brought Mike Tyson in for the Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels thing, right? Take a snapshot of the world back then. Mike Tyson is Like even back then in '98, like if you wanted to see what was going on, it's like you cut on the TV, MTV, BET, whatever
VH1,
movies,
all of
VH,
that.
whatever it was, whatever it was, you had to cut on that TV, you had to listen to the radio, you had to do whatever to understand what you are seeing, and that was culture. Fast forward almost 30 years now, that's not the case anymore, right? You have so many different niches, you have so many different things, so many different eyes going everywhere, right? So to think that like you could win a Grammy and people don't know who the hell you are. You can win an Oscar and people don't know who the hell you are because people are just so algorithmed out that like they don't know what's over there. They don't know what the hell is happening here. They don't know. I think the only and that's what wrestling has good for it because it's sports adjacent, but that's the only place like basketball, football, hockey, whatever, you know the players, you know the teams because you're just a part of that fan, right? Okay, well you bring Pat McAfee on. What do you say, Pat McAfee? Pat McAfee is only appeasing a certain audience. AD, people like you and me do not give a fuck about what Pat McAfee got going on.
At all.
People, the people that watch Pat McAfee are the dude bros, and shout out to them, right? I ain't shitting on nobody, but the dude bros, and for real, those are the people that shit on wrestling. Those are the people that like when a wrestling thing comes on or whatever, it's like, oh, bro, that shit's fake, bro. Nah,
This
bro, I
shit's
don't like
fake.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
hate
don't
that.
like that. I
Why
hate
we
that shit.
watch real shit? We watch real shit.
We watch real shit. I don't like that. I don't like Tom Brady, who is adjacent to stuff like that. Yeah, that stuff is cute, but it's not real athletics. It's not whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you got people who follow that, and you bring him in to shit on the product. But that's that old millennial meta shit. Like, haha, yeah, I'm a talk shit about whatever. I'm so cool. Yeah, even the stuff that I'm a part of, I'm so cool. It's like when Eminem, like when he used to diss himself before anybody could diss him. It's lame. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I have no problem with them if well actually no, they shouldn't have brought Pat McAfee in. That's just
No.
this should have been let me just be on record here. This should have been just straight up program. Randy, Cody. They made the mistake last year by putting Travis Scott all in it as if he was a difference maker. You know, no, don't do that.
Nigga took his
These
ball.
dudes, yeah, these dudes supposed to be auxiliary pieces. They ain't stepping in the ring unless the only one I get like Logan Paul because he has to step in between the ropes and do that. Same thing with Bad Bunny. He stepped in between them ropes and did that. He got his ass whooped and it worked, right? But like Pat McAfee, like, and then it's also the messenger. Who the hell are you to say that this thing sucks? Who the hell are you? It's weird. It's they went the meta route, swaggerless, all that. Just get it out of my face. Like I said, Cody wins. It's just I don't know. It's useless.
Yeah,
Um,
very.
it's not a need. It's not moving the needle. It's not gonna make me be like, you know what? Let me pay $5,000 to go see Wrestlemania. That's not gonna make me do that. If they would have had it where Randy, that angle that they did with Randy when he first turned heel and had Cody all bloodied up and fucked him up and did all that, if they kept going down that line, right? They kept pushing the line and made it personal, right? Randy catches him on a bus or burns down his bus or like fucks his bus up. Cody catches him um in St. Louis somewhere lacking. Hey, I'm looking for Randy because he know where he at, right?
Like when Triple
That
H pulled up at his house. Hey,
yeah, or like it's because it's personal. It's personal. Like we want to push that narrative. I feel like they could have did that, but hey, so we move.
I honestly, bro, I just don't. It's gonna end night one. This is gonna end night one. That's all. There's nothing I don't think you could do differently that like would catch anybody off guard,
Yeah, it's
unless unless Randy wins, and for
yeah.
what?
I mean, okay,
To get him
and that's a
15.
possibility. That's a
Most
possibility. He gets 15, but it like ruins his 15 because then it's about
because you
Pat
fucked John.
McAfee.
You fucked John 17.
Yeah, but it's about Pat McAfee. It ain't about Randy. It ain't
No,
about what he's doing. It's about it's about oh TKO. It's like, Brian, get the fuck out the way. Whatever. We move on to what I think should be the night one. So this is what I think should be the night one main event. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie McCure. To me, this has been the best championship feud across men, women, SmackDown, Raw, whatever. This has been the best feud build up for whatever. Now I know I just spoiled how I feel. Bring it back to UAD. What's your prediction? How did you feel about this build?
bro. It was good in a sense because of how Liv chose Stephanie. She did the whole thing that the Undertaker did was like I looked at all of them, but then
Mm,
I stole off on Stephanie. And then the promos. This is what I'm saying. Not like this is how you use somebody who's just like you had Stephanie drop her promo and like in Spanish and whatever. And then you know what? I dropped your ass later on that night. Cause you got one up on me last week when you brought Roxanne back. So guess what? I'm a 2 for 1 both of y'all and both lumped y'all up. And both lumped y'all up. It feels and you know what? It feels personal, even though I feel like they fuck with each other off camera because Liv is being that Liv is putting herself as one of them heels where it's like, oh, I got y'all can't get to me. I got Raquel right here and I got Roxanne now. So like I feel like this has been the best feud that I one of the best. There's a second one. But one of the best. But honestly, it's bro. I've been back and forth on this one on my prediction. I want to say Stephanie because I feel like her reign has been very and it's no fault of her own. She didn't do anything.
right, right.
But it honestly, bro, this has been the toughest one. I'm gonna say Liv. I want to say Stephanie, but I think it all comes together for Liv because she got slighted by injuries, all the shit with the Judgment Day. So she really never got her get back on the Liv Morgan Revenge tour. So I say Liv, but I want Stephanie to win though. But I'm gonna go with Liv.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I want Stephanie to win too, but because I just don't feel like she got her chance, and this is like the first time that she's getting a proper feud. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Liv's gonna win. But this feud has been great. It's been and way to utilize because like English is not her first language. So, but these hands are universal, right? These hands are bilingual. So just way to just that's what I'd be talking about. Like, just give me some juice. Turn me up. It's about. I think Liv said your mama's a bitch or something like that in Spanish or something, and the other one, and Steph was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get you, bitch. I'm gonna show you a bitch." And it's just been hands, hands, hands. They kind of moved Dom out the way a little bit, which is really good. Um, and I just feel like so yeah, they got Dom out the way, which is perfect because like I feel like he got his own thing going on, so he need to be focused on that. And it's just been yeah, they she lumped him up in the back, caught him. We got concussion protocols and shit. We got all different type of stuff with this feud. This is what I'm talking about. Like this is just how you execute juice. This is how you execute something where I don't like you, I don't like you. Well, bitch, I'm gonna show you I don't like you. I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And that's just what I want to see. And I love it. It's been great. And I can't wait for this match. I feel like it's gonna be a really good one. But yeah, Stephanie is losing. She's had the belt for like what, 8 months
200,
now?
200 days.
Yeah, it's time. So, and then what I really hope, but they probably won't do it because it's not WWE now. But I really hope they do the fucking like, okay, yeah, she loses this one, but like we keep this thing going. Like
Yeah,
this is one of those where I want them to, I want a rematch. Like I want a trilogy. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like give me a rematch at Backlash, and then whatever's after Backlash, I don't know. But like let's turn it up a notch. Let's do like a tables match because I feel like they can both pull this off. Liv is in her element when she's in this type of character,
yes.
in my opinion. So, um, give me something. Give me a TLC match at the end of this, tables match at the end of this. Give me something, cage match, whatever. I don't care. Um, just what I want to see. But I mean, I see it ending in a way where um, Roxanne turns face or something like that, and then we get that program right. We go into the next thing. So and then maybe Stephanie can go after the Intercontinental belt until it's time to kind of come back. I think she should win the Royal Rumble next year. It's just me. Uh, but
Unless Naomi come back.
unless Naomi come back, yeah, true. You need to have it, but she gonna be out for a while, bro. Come on. That shit ain't easy.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit
we
ain't easy.
earliest we'll see her is Royal Rumble, and I don't think
I
that'll
don't.
happen.
Yeah, that's too much of a turnaround, bro. It's too much. Yeah, we might see her for a while, and it's justified because that's a lot. Um, so anyway, we'll see how it goes with that. Moving on, let's go to the shitty one. Rhea versus Jade. AD, tell me how you feel about this bill and your prediction.
Bill's ass again because you should have capitalized on the shit that was going on Twitter. You should
Mm,
have capitalized on that. But
mm,
then and you know what? Somebody they had to sit them two down and was like, look, y'all going to like this is where Twitter beef should have took it
mm-hmm.
to the real thing because that was Jade versus everybody, and I loved and Jade stood tall because yeah, bro. Then like the week after, oh or what did she say? I respect you. I'm like, no, bitch, I don't respect you. That's how it should have been. I don't respect you. I came in the game like that's what I'm saying. Y'all they took what Jade is what really is Jade. I'm that bitch. She should have that's how it should have been. Like y'all can't fuck with me. I the red carpet got rolled out for me. And y'all bitches is mad. All y'all in the locker room mad. That's how it should have been like that because and then Rhea started bitching and shit like that's how but you know what it was? We got to we got to protect Rhea. That's what it was. And Rhea should not win. And I know she is. Rhea should not win. This does nothing for her. Y'all gonna fuck up Jay Street. We 2-0 right now. Y'all gonna fuck it up. So yeah, now this was bro. This was you smoking a wide open layup on a fast break.
I mean, mm,
You smoked a layup on a fast break with this feud. But we know she gonna win. It's unfortunate because Jade, eh, you do Rhea gains nothing, bro. She's been in a title match every year since WrestleMania 37, 36 or 37. You don't need nothing, Rhea. Like Rhea, you're one of their bigger stars. If you want Jade, Jade is the perfect. to get over to the audience that y'all really do need, which is us. Like, bro, you smoked the you should have built on instead of whatever. Well, you know what? Y'all could have had that same sit down, but y'all still should have brought that beef to the camera. That was a layup that y'all smoked. Wide open fast break. Ball slips out your hands and niggas behind. Then you turn it over. The other team gets it. That was a wide open layup.
Yep. I mean, fumble at the 1 yard line, everything. I this feud, this is a dream match, right? I was actually excited for this, right?
I
But
was
this
too.
is yeah, but this is, I mean, like you said, they should have carried this thing. Like it's so weird how they pick and choose what to bring over. Like it's so weird. If like Cody and somebody else, like if it was dudes and they had like some Twitter beef or something, they would have carried that thing over to the show, right? But the women aren't given that like same rope. This thing already had, and like if they hate each other, they fucking hate each other. Good, you know what I mean?
You're
Like
not gonna like everybody.
as long as they do business and
That's
make
it.
sure that they don't mess each other up like that. Let's play. Like it's this shit. This was supposed to be a very messy feud because this thing is about ideologies, right? One side is the I am the best, I'm the star, I'm this. The other side is, well, now I'm the superstar, I'm that bitch. That's what they brought me here for. They brought me here for that. And then it's like two titans, right? These are two titans going at it. It should have been, I'm gonna beat your ass. You a bitch. Now you a bitch. Like I'm tough, you ain't tough. I'm this, I'm that, you know what I mean? Like really, it should have been that, bro. Like they had a chance to do that and they just dropped the ball with that. And then I had a little bit of hope because they gave Jade a faction.
Hmm.
And to me, I like that.
I
Right.
do.
And they got like they don't know what they want to do with Rhea because like Rhea is not like this like they keep trying to make her into like this sympathetic baby face. Her and EO, like even the John on SmackDown the other night where they about to have a match, or excuse me, EO was like, "Oh yeah, I want to face Jade," and she's like, "Oh, but are you sure about that? Do you really want to do that? Oh my God,
Oh, bitch, I
you
ordered
ain't.
it.
She's
Ordered it for
she's
you.
not she's not that, bro. She's not like this. Should have been like she's an edgy face, edgy. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna beat up whoever I want to beat up. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Like all this, I respect you. I do. Nah, you know I respect you. You a bitch. Fuck you. We need to
That's what
fight.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like it need to be that. And I think Jade is playing her part well. I think Rhea is kind of slumping, and I think that's was bringing this thing down, right? But Jade, she's coming out. She got poof ball fit on, just over the top, doing what she. That's her character. That's what she need to do. The other one, you know, she looked like she worked a hot topic. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. And we've seen Rhea
That's what I'm
when
saying.
she went like this is not me saying that Rhea's not good. Rhea is elite, right? When she was coming out with like the leather and coming out with the just was menacing and just that whole flow. That's her. But just make it edgy and good, if that
That's what
makes sense.
they call
And
you the eradicator.
yeah,
Eradicate shit.
eradicate. Thank you. And I just think, like, what are we doing with that? And they just trying to make her like, docile and hey everybody, Cleveland, yeah, you know what I mean, like that type of flow. She ain't that, bro. Just make
And we seen what you did with the Judgment Day.
yeah, more like just do that. And I don't think I think they dropped the ball with that. And I bring up the faction, and I thought we would have some edge when they beat up EO, but that was the lamest beat up ever.
The
They
late
were
y'all.
supposed to send Rhea as and I meant Rhea. They were supposed to send EO's ass to hell, bro. Like I'm talking, they holding Rhea back, or they handcuff Rhea, or they do whatever, or they beat both of them up. and incapacitate, right? But then okay, they beat up Rhea and she can't move, but then they really zone in on Io, like beat Rio. I'm talking about bloody. Put her face up against Rhea's face, like bitch, we like this. Is what we gonna do? We gonna kill you. Like we that.
How how Gunther
Maybe
did
I'm a sicko,
how Gunther
but
did
that's
Jimmy
what
is what it should have been last
it
year.
should have been. But it should have been nastier, bro. Because like women do it a little bit nastier. You know what I'm saying? Like it should have been that, bro. Like more theatric, bro. Like throwing EO, like putting EO through the announce table, throwing her through the barricade. Like
Something.
let's do that. You know what I mean? We just got a couple kendo sticks. Let's move. Nah, man. And that's what was missing. I mean, this would be an alright match. But yeah, they're gonna have Rhea. They're not gonna have Rhea not have the title. Because when last time she had the title? 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah, like
Yeah,
24.
we've gone a little too long, so she's due.
And
She should
that's
win
what
it.
we're transitioning from Raw to SmackDown.
Yeah, so that's how they'll do it. This is another feud that I hope will continue. Probably won't, given how they do it, but you know, yeah, it's
Because
just
we
one
know
of
what
those.
the match really should have been, Jada Bianca, but Bianca been gone
Yeah,
for.
Bianca ain't right, man. Speedy recovery to her. And when she come back, she need to be a bad guy, and they need to put her with the Street Profits. Just me. The next one, a match that I am looking very, very forward to. This is a part of my agenda. Yours too. Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. Tell me how you feel about this feud and your prediction.
Trick Williams came in the game, bruh. It didn't need a title. It didn't need a title. I did that. That's my main gripe with it. But what Trick has done, you're getting Sammy booed. You're getting Sammy booed. You're getting Sam. I came. What was it? January. I came on this roster in January, and I done lapped y'all one of y'all shoved down our throats. Sammy's calling you Mister Can't get the job done. I'm telling you, your breath stank. You ain't combed your hair. Like all of that trick, bruh. It didn't need a belt. It could have just because you fucked Mello up. You fucked my dog Mello in the process. But Trick Williams will be free Mello. Shirt still available. Like free Mello. Shirt still available. But no, man. Mr. Trick Williams will be Mr. United States Champion. I I'm betting the house on it if I could. Because there's no way. If you are if you unless you want Sammy to be a heel, and this is why Trick does not need to be this is why y'all need to leave him alone. Let him be him. I don't need to be a heel. I don't need to be a face. I'm gonna just be Trick. So if that means I'm a sneak Sammy and go at Mello head on, and I ain't gotta snake him, so be it. But nah, Trick needs to Trick. It would be a travesty if Trick does not win that belt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. This is what I've been wanting. This is what I've been talking about. The youth movement. I'm gonna just preface this by saying Trick Williams is my favorite wrestler. He's been my favorite wrestler since about 3 years ago or whatever it was when he was in NXT. And um, with this, AD, it's one of those situations where I won, but at what cost? Because I agree with you. I knew that this was what they're going to do at Mania. I knew it was going to be Trick versus Sammy because they were building it, but I didn't know it was for the United States Championship. Here's the thing, though. I'm not mad that it's for the United States Championship. It's just they did my boy Mello too dirty. So it's just like, and it was one of those things where they was like, okay, we got to pick one or the other, and It sucks. I wish it could have been a triple threat, but maybe this is how we get the Trick Mellow feud, part one, basically for that, and then hopefully they go up for the world title. But I mean, once again, we've never seen nobody really kind of hit this fast like this. I mean, you see they put him on the media machine right away. He only been on the main roster for 3 months, and he on all the first takes, he on all the radio shows, he on all everything, and I love it because frankly, this is the wrestler that I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for a wrestler that looked just like me, that just represents how we talk, how we move. Like he said Sami Zayn's breath smelled like 10 pounds of bounce that ass.
And I was there that night. I was at that show when he said that, and everybody was
I
like, "Ooh, like that's bro." We haven't gotten that.
mean, that's our language. That's how growing up we all talk. That's a universal language with people like us. So to see that and to see that finally cut through, like how we knew it would cut through, right? Like we knew, like if you just like allowed like people to just kind of have their thing, like they did it with Booker T, but they kind of put him on a leash a little bit. But this is a situation where there's no leash, there's no nothing. It's just swagger. It just works. Thank you. It's funny you say. It's crazy that they turn on Sammy. It's two parts to that. One, it's just one of those situations where Sammy been going on the main roster for 10 years. If they was gonna do whatever they was gonna do when we was asking for it, they should have fucking did it. But they didn't do it. Now it's okay, what are you doing? Sami Zayn is probably like 40 something years old. You're sitting here talking about, oh yeah, I want to win a title. I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh my God. Crying and shit like that. Don't I want to see no grown ass man cry, you know? And it's just that swaggerless millennial look that we just not checking for no more, right? It was cool then because you were going against the generation before you, right? And that generation was not like, Sami Zayn looked like a hipster, right? But that's okay because that hipster shit was cool at one point in time. But it ain't no more,
No,
right? Things have their time, and he had his time, and I think he should lean into this. I think he should be healed because it's like, damn, y'all don't love me no more. That's perfect. Keep Trick a tweener. He needs to be a tweener. Like he don't need to be. We don't need to. He don't need to be like, oh my God, Cleveland, I love you, or he don't need to be like. He
we
just
don't
needs to
need
be.
him dapping up nobody.
He just needs to be morally indifferent. You know what I mean? Like he needs to be just kind of in his own lane, bro. I do what I want to do. Let's just working. Let's keep it going. But people are going to say, whoop that trick. They're not going to boo. No matter what you do, they're not going to boo. But don't have him come out all swaggerless. And I love the fans. The fans keep me going. Just nah. Don't do that. Don't be like. Don't like keep him where his ass is at. Keep him joning. Keep him looking cool, keep him with the right coat with the lemon pepper steppers, like keep that swagger up. My favorite wrestler, bro. So I'm watching this closely because I ain't gonna lie, they messed this up. AD, I'm out. This is my final straw. They messed Trick up. I am out.
I
I
love
ain't
him.
asking for. I'm not asking for no. I ain't at man, my camera blurry as shit. I ain't asking for no championship year one. Like he don't need no WWE championship year one. I'm not greedy. I ain't asking for none of that. I'm happy to even just be in this situation. I just need this nigga. Just keep him, bruh, and let him move. That's all
That's
I
it.
want. But Trick is getting that championship. We'll be there, and hopefully, this turns up the SmackDown mid card up because they got a lot of great Ilya, Trick, excuse me, Sammy, Mello, throw
There.
Kit Wilson in there because
Yeah,
I
those.
think Kit Wilson is really good. There's probably somebody else I'm missing right now, but you got a great
You
mid
throw
card.
Alistair in there.
Alistair. You got a great mid card with different range of characters and stuff like that, man. Let them dudes cook, man. That could be a new SmackDown 6. You know what I mean? Like, let them dudes cook, let them rock out, and just see where we go. But yeah, that's where we at, and yeah, I can't wait. I'll be there, in my living room, of course. But yeah, that's
I'll be at the Dome. I'll be at
yeah.
Cosm both nights.
There you go. There you go. See, bro, y'all just have a whole bunch of cool shit like that. Bro. I need to go to Dallas. Yeah, I need to pull up. All right, another one that I can't wait for. Part of my youth movement,
Oh man.
and arguably should be a main event for one of these nights too. Like, I think if you have went with the Stephanie and Liv match or this one as a main event, I wouldn't be mad at you. But we got Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Hey, AD, tell me your prediction and how you feel about this match.
There's Oba has to. I I'm not back and forth with none of it. Oba has to be that, bro, because I came in the game at Royal Rumble. I had a main event entrance. I done took y'all top guy. Brock doing shit I ain't seen Brock do in a minute. I'm selling for him. And somebody got. I think when you can tell when Brock give a fuck, this is one of them times. He gives a fuck.
Overly, overly.
Really gives a fuck, and that's why Oba needs to win, bro. I saw a TikTok, bro, of he when he came out last Monday. Them reactions is real. Them reactions is real. I'm lapping you niggas. I've lapped you niggas in 2.5 months. And I'm only 27. I'm only 27. No, there should be no ifs, ands, or buts about this decision. Brock, there's nothing else you need to do. You have to put him over.
I agree with everything you said. Listen, this needs to be the return of the 5 minute white boy challenge.
Yes.
I need Oba. I need that entrance to be longer than the match. I need Oba to come out, fucking, huh, come out. What's the name? Try to suplex him. He can suplex him. He can take him to Suplex City, but then this nigga Oba get up, clothesline, power bomb. We out. Come on, like this is. We've never seen an heir apparent like this before. Like he's this is the guy. I ain't gonna lie. They don't put that championship on Oba this year. Sums up. I'm sorry. If he don't win that King of the Ring and snatch whoever's chain, I don't give a fuck whose chain he snatches at SummerSlam. I got a problem. This is just I mean, shout out to HBK for developing this guy. This is who they said Braun Breaker was supposed to be.
Lapped him. Lapped him.
No offense to Braun Breaker, because that he's another one that's a part of my youth movement. I feel like he's one of them ones, but he's not an Oba's league. Sorry. I don't give a fuck who got a problem with me. We ain't never seen nobody get their chain snatched like this before. Like what they say, the that Christ look like a phantom till a phantom pull up.
And Oba's that phantom.
And he, bro, just I mean, I don't think he said a word, but he don't need to. This is just juice. Two big dudes beating the shit out of each other. That's
and
how
the
you like.
and the
I'm
lob
sorry.
was
Go
so
ahead.
perfect by like how Seth set it up too. And Seth said, I fed Brock to Oba on a silver platter. That was
Yeah, yeah,
perfect.
perfect. I just let's get it going. Let's get it started, man. Let's start it up, man. Like crush this dude, man. Put him in the dirt, and let's move on to bigger and better things, bro. Like I said, King of the Ring. That need to be your 2026 King of the Ring. Let's go to SummerSlam. Let's win this championship, bro. And then let's hold it for 2 years. I don't give a fuck. Whoever. Like I said, I don't care who he beat. I don't care what's same way he was down at NXT. Let's do it up here, man. The people, man. Ooh. You got the
bro.
white kid. You got the white kids. They doing
They
this.
do that shit like during commercial breaks over.
Yeah,
Nick, bro, I ain't been on the main roster 6 months, and
yeah.
we
Like,
gonna my man's already on the he already on the advertisements for Raw. We
yeah.
finna be on these trucks.
Like,
We
let's
got
get
it.
it. Let's. I'm all on board. Let's ride, bro. We just. This is what I'm talking about. This is a wrestler. This is like you put this together. This is the wrestler. Like this is another one where it's just like a last straw, bro. They don't do what they don't do the right thing here. I'm out, bro, because it'll never be right. Because
No.
you can't mess this up. This is like the like you said, crazy layup. You at the 1 yard line, like we've never seen nobody new like this really bitch Brock Lesnar, and it was like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yes.
Nobody is like, yeah, Brock is gonna win this because Brock. No, niggas is like, nah, bro. This is nigga Brock look like a bitch. He's making Brock Lesnar like a bitch. Come on, bro. Let's get it going. Let's get this era started. This is what I want to see. I am I am ecstatic about this match, and I think this probably be knowing them. This probably be like the first match because I know they're
Oh,
doing this
they
like.
already said it. They already said
Oh, it is okay.
that's gonna be the first one on ESPN. That's gonna
So ESPN, so they want to show it like that. Okay,
They're gonna they're
whatever.
gonna start. They're gonna That's gonna be the kickoff for night two,
Yeah, okay,
and
we'll do that.
I'm for it.
Okay, we'll do that. So, and you get to see that on free TV. Oh yeah, man, go on ESPN, man. Watch this nigga open, put this nigga in the dirt, bro. Come on, bro. Like this is for
He
us.
slapped Shaw.
This
He
is for us. Oh my god, man. And then like I love it, man. They let him be, Nigerian, bro, and he don't gotta be a caricature of himself, bro. He can just come out with his culture, with the beads.
and we already sell it. We already selling merch. We
Yeah,
already
we're already selling the beads and shit. We can do like, bro, that's like, they let them Samoans do that, man. Let us do that. You know what I'm saying? But low key, them Samoans be trying to be,
they try to be us.
hey, hey. But this is what I want to see. I can't wait. So,
Yeah, bro.
um,
I got what I got what I've been waiting for.
yeah. So there's that. Just some quick hitters here, because we got to talk about the rest of the matches, but we're not gonna go into full detail. But just off the top of your head, you know, Gunther Seth, who you think's winning?
Probably Gunther.
I got I got Seth. Only reason why I say Seth is because he's coming back. It's Triple H's boy. You know how they go. What I always say, whatever happens, Triple H gonna make sure he win. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship.
I don't think Penta should lose it so quickly because, bro, they got my man Penta. He got bigger
Yeah,
injuries.
he in trouble.
But if we want the youth movement to continue, we got to put our boy the young OG on there. This the perfect time. But knowing them, three niggas ain't winning nothing. Like we gonna get
Yeah,
two.
we gotta be grateful here. We ain't getting all that. Come on now.
Yeah,
Um, though I want Javon to win, I don't think it's his time now. Because rather than the other guys, Javon is still he's only 21,
bro. Yeah, he's only 21, so
but
it's
he has Jeff Hardy trajectory kind of. And the thing with Jeff Hardy is he kept being close, kept being close, 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 and then we loved when he got it. So as long as he shows out, they give him this opportunity to fucking do his thing and go crazy. That's what I'm watching out for. Just give my man shine. I do think who's in the match? It's him,
him,
Rey Mysterio out of nowhere, right? Him, Rey Mysterio,
Rusev,
Penta, Rusev,
JD.
JD, somebody else, right?
Let me check on that one.
Yeah. either way, I think Penta retains because I think they're very high on Penta, obviously through the entrances, and there's a lot of potential there, and so I think Penta retains.
Oh, Dragon Lee, Dragon Lee.
Yeah, Penta retains.
Yeah,
I don't see, they just let everybody hoop. This is good, but Penta's going to retain.
and that match is gonna be on ESPN too.
There you go. That's a great match, and that's smart. People will get into that because it's going to be high flying, a lot of action. It's going to be real good. Okay, the women's intercontinental match.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ Lee. I see what they're trying to do, but once again, swaggerless, overly millennial, overly like, you know. And I love AJ Lee, but I don't know. But yeah, AJ wins that, and then maybe Becky like spirals into something else. But yeah, what else is a match? Oh, McIntyre and Fatu.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. It's like a no holds barred or something like that.
Sanction match.
Unsanctioned. Yeah,
Jacob puts his streak to 2-0.
yeah. Jacob wins, and then they're gonna send what's name got to do that movie, Drew. So yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And then the string wars. It's Logan Paul,
Usos and
Austin Theory, I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. I got the Vision winning that. I just see, that's a business play. So they gonna do it like that. Oh, Speed, what a match in WWE.
yeah, yeah. Give me the vision. Give me the
Yeah,
vision.
yeah. So that's how it be. And then Dominic Mysterio versus the Demon Finn Balor, in which I will say this: I'm
The
upset that they spoiled
announce.
that.
Yeah, you should just
I
let
should
him.
have just had him come out with that, you know. But Finn Balor's winning that,
Yeah,
We're
because he
gonna-
lost. He should have never lost that Hell in a Cell against Edge. That
yeah.
was a good
So
call.
yeah, so well, that'd be cool. Bring him, return him to form. Get him involved in that intercontinental scene, build him back up. I still feel like there's a lot of potential for Finn Balor because
I
he
think he
didn't
can
really,
still be a world champion, bro. I still
yeah, he just didn't really get that chance. But let's just get him back to where he was. People claim for that. People just want to do this again. Like
that
let's
shit.
let's get that
That's
going.
still fun.
It's still fun. 10 years later. So let's get that going. You know what I mean? Bring that back and yeah, that'll be a decent little match. But yeah, go fit.
Definitely.
Um, is there anything else, or
Yeah, we got the last one is the women's fatal
oh,
four.
the tag match?
Yes.
Shout out Last Legend and them, but I don't see them winning that. Cause who's
It's
in that?
gonna be Charlotte and Alexa who probably won't win. Lyra and Bailey or in the Bella Twins if Nikki's cleared. She has
What's wrong with
a
Nikki Bella?
injury. And so that could, if Nikki's not cleared, they're gonna put the Kabuki Warriors in there because that's why we haven't got Asuka and Io
Mm,
announced. But with that one, honestly, it's Bailey's time to. I think Bailey. Well, no, because they fucked her over last year, and Lyra won. Bro, I feel it because they just want to do for nostalgia. If the Bellator, if Nikki's cleared, they're gonna give it to the Bellas.
yeah, yeah. If Nikki's clear, I agree.
If
But if
Nikki's
not, if not, I see them retaining.
because yeah, Charlotte and Alexa have already had it.
Yeah, and that needs to be a feud in itself. Somebody needs to turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I think Alexa will probably be the one to turn because Charlotte is in a good graces with everybody right now.
yeah,
Yeah, and I owe Charlotte an apology.
yeah.
But yeah, that's night
That's
one.
Mania.
Yeah, that's Mania.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, the feuds the buildups have been kind of spotty. There's some great ones and there's some real bad ones, so it's a big spectrum. But I think ultimately they do a good job in the ring. Like that's not WWE's problem. Like their talent, for the most part, does good in the ring. I think a lot of gripe with people is just how we get there in the story, which is what a lot of people fell in love with. So, I think it's overall going to be a good show.
Yeah,
Um, I'll be there. We're gonna do pizza and wings. You know what I mean? Do it up like that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, all right, man. We was gonna watch it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
But
What else is there to watch? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the one that I'll say will probably like I will. I'm definitely looking forward to is that Brock and Ova.
Yeah. I'm glad you said. I was gonna be like, what's the match that you're looking forward to the most?
Cause man, that just it's just like, bro, seeing somebody like him and seeing Trick on that. Just honestly, bro, to see three of the niggas that I fuck with, I wish it was four with
Oh,
Melo. But seeing the niggas that we watched from NXT to now, free them, bro. Free my mans, bro. Like just to see three of them to be on that stage, that shit, I love to see it because we talked about this shit when Trick was coming up. We was like,
right.
oh, we
Yeah.
got and
We got
like
next.
we got next, and then Javon came through. Oba shattered everything. Yeah, man, it's good to see the three niggas.
Yeah. My trifecta.
Yeah, man.
Um. Yeah. For me, it's the Trick Williams. Uh. It's a tie between. It's a three-way tie. I ain't gonna lie. Trick, Sammy, Steph, Liv, and Oba Brock. Those are my three matches that I really want to see.
Yeah,
So I can't wait. It's gonna be real good, bro.
it means
It's gonna be
something to
good.
me.
It's gonna yeah. So that's where we at. Once again, man, it's been the Goodman show. Our little WrestleMania 42 prediction.
The
You know,
Graps.
the Graps, baby. You know what I mean? So listen, once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Follow us on all social media platforms at The Goodman Show. Once again, at The Goodman Show. You see it on the screen right there. Um, Appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. And be cool.
I'm finna go get something to eat at Waffle House.
Mm. All right. Well, let me do this. And I got to do some shit today, but I'm going to edit this and um, finish it tomorrow while I'm at work.
Bet.
So I'll have
What-
it out before Raw.
Bet. What's the login again?
Oh, I got to text you all that. I don't know.
Me neither.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
brother. Well, enjoy your Sunday.
All right, brother. Love you, man.
Love you too.
Have a good one, brother. I'm finna go
All
get
right.
some.
You about to go there, huh?
Yeah, bro. I'm finna go get me an all star.
Oh, okay. All right, bro.
All right, bro.
Yeah.